Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you an exciting release from Mobile Fidelity. It's a great record by Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy. I'm so glad that they put this one out here. Warren Zevon was a tremendous singer, songwriter, storyteller in his songs, a wonderful musician. He was born in 1947 in Chicago. His family moved to Fresno, California, and it's there where he met some very important people, including Jackson Browne. Jackson Browne was part of the reason that he was able to get a recording contract because Jackson Browne really championed him and believed in his talent. And this record was produced by Jackson Browne and Waddy Wachtel. Waddy Wachtel also plays guitar. And we all know the huge hit Werewolves in London. And it's played every Halloween. It's on classic rock radio stations. Kid Rock sampled the keyboard or piano playing on that song, mashed it up with Sweet Home Alabama, and came up with the song All Summer Long, which was one of Kid Rock's biggest hits. So a lot of very important people really believed in Warren Zevon, and this album is like an all-star album. There's so many great artists from the 70s who came along and helped him on this album. So let's go ahead and get started with talking about the songs. Well, let me go ahead and show you the gatefold because I think it's really cool. I love the thick cardboard stock. This is a promotional copy that Mobile Fidelity sent my way, so thank you so much to Mobile Fidelity. It is mastered by Krieg Wunderlich. And let's talk about the music, and I will also talk about the sound quality of this record. We get into the first song, and Johnny Strikes Up the Band. It is a really happy song, very uplifting, and it needs to be because we go into some darker territory on the next couple of songs. Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. That's one of his most well-known songs. It's very dark and eerie. It's about war. It's about a murder. It's about revenge and haunting. It's really creepy, but a great song. In the way the Edmund Fitzgerald also has that eerie vibe when you listen to it, but you can't stop listening. That's kind of the way this song is as well. And then it moves on to Excitable Boy. And that one, on the other hand, is a very happy, uplifting song with very, very dark, shocking lyrics. But there's a tremendous saxophone that plays on that one, and there's some beautiful harmonies sung by Linda Ronstadt and Jennifer Warnes. It sounds great. And Linda Ronstadt was such a huge fan of Warren Zevon that she covered a lot of his songs, some of them from his very first album he put out, and her title track from her album, Hasten Down the Wind. That was a song written by Warren Zevon. So then we move on to Werewolves in London. And again, we have some stars on that one. We've got Mick Fleetwood on the drums. We've got John McVie on the bass. And that sounds so good on here. Just such a classic song. From there we have a beautiful ballad called Accidentally Like a Martyr, and the piano playing is beautiful on that one. Nighttime in the Switching Yard. That's a really cool song that's also on here that's got that cool 70s vibe. Can't we just get back to the 70s? I love the 70s. And I know I was a kid, so I was unaware of all the world's problems. Probably why I love the 70s so much. But when I hear Nighttime in the Switching Yard, it just brings me right back to that 70s. It's got that cool vibe. And then we're into Veracruz, which has some beautiful Spanish vocals and sound tremendous on this release. So, so beautiful. Tenderness on the Block. That's another really cool song, and there's a really great guitar solo on that one. Very, very unique. And then the album ends on a very cool song and one of his most famous, Lawyers, Guns, and Money. So Again, this is such a great album, and there's also some other harmonies that are really important on here, what's called The Gentleman. Jackson Browne, J.D. Souther, Waddy Wachtel also sings harmonies on this album. There are so many artists that lend a hand and make this so great. And Krieg Wunderlich did a fabulous job mastering this. I think it sounds really good. I've never owned an original of this record, so I have not done a shootout. But I have other great sounding records and a really good stereo equipment setup, so I can tell you with confidence that this sounds absolutely wonderful. This is not a record I see around very often. I don't know if I've ever run into it. If I would have, and it would have been in good shape, I would have picked it up. But you know what? Warren Zevon, as time goes by, he did not rise to the fame of Jackson Browne or Linda Ronstadt or maybe some of the others that came out of the 70s and that California sound. But as time goes by, he gets more and more respect. Just a couple of years ago, he was a nominee for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He didn't make it in, but maybe he will someday. He's just a great songwriter that sadly died in 2003 from mesothelioma. He also struggled with addictions in his life. But there's so much to love about Warren Zevon, and this record is truly a classic. So if you're not familiar with it, give it a stream, give it a listen. It's worth listening to and getting to know. And if you're interested in having this tremendous sounding Mobile Fidelity version, it is now available on Music Direct and Mobile Fidelity's website. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.